Yo. T'as pas fait de nuit blanche cette fois-ci sur ton simulateur? Ah. Tu t'es levé à quelle heure cet après-midi? À l'instant, c'est ça? T'es en train de prendre ton petit-déj? Ah bah bravo. Oh, une petite nuit de 7 heures, ça va. Moi, j'ai mis le réveil à 9 heures, et puis à 10 heures, et puis finalement, je me suis levée, il était 11h30. En train de configurer une partie arcade, ouais. L'excuse. Putain, il y a un chat. Ça doit être Nana. Qui vient d'aller dans le bac. Et je l'ai nettoyé hier. Hein. Coucou Elise. Tu vas être frais lundi, et bah heureusement que t'es en télétravail. Parce que... Enfin, en tout cas en partie. Qu'est-ce que tu veux, Nana? C'est pas à toi que je cause. Fini le télétravail, ah mince. Ça va piquer lundi, hein. Bon, et si on se lançait? Poup. Alors, qu'est-ce qu'on faisait? Livrer des rations d'urgence aux cultivateurs. D'accord. D'accord, d'accord. Qu'est-ce que c'est? Là, j'avais fait tout ce qu'il y avait à faire. C'est là. Donc demi-tour. Par là. Oh, Rory. Ah, je peux pas aller par là, pardon. Attends pour moi, c'est où le garage? Où c'est-il qu'on se gare? Ici.
You the delivery stooge?
I'm from Cloudpounk. I have your packages.
Those are no use to me. I can't deliver to the outpost anymore. None of our vehicles work. The fuel lines froze. You should keep your engine running.
C'est pas l'image
Did
du
you get
stream.
that, Camus?
Yes, I will keep a couple clock cycles free and monitor the temperatures.
How do you live here? It's so cold.
Bah oui, mais si t'allumes pas ton écran.
I asked, didn't I?
Whatever. Just leave the packages here. Go back to your city.
It's not my city.
Sure it is. You took this job because you were curious, right? Welcome to your poverty safari. This is our life.
I'm not even from the city.
The Eastern Peninsula?
Up until last week.
I see. Sorry. I thought you were just another Nivali. My name's Retsu.
Rania.
Cora knows what you must think of the Big Stack. That's what we call the city down here. It's the worst place on the planet. And we cling to the bottom like barnacles. And you know what? It's a hell of a lot better down here. We made this place a kind of home.
You've been here a while?
Yeah, I wasn't the first, though. Old Zeke traveled out here over 100 years ago. He set up the first moisture farm, collecting heat for his home from the vents. Folk had tried to live here before him, but he was the first to realize you couldn't live on rations alone. And you had to be ready for the chills.
So what was old Zeke's secret?
Zeke realized you could cultivate the algae pits for warmth when the vents cycled cool. He realized you could mill the mold dust into flour. He figured out how to cross the steam lanes with a suit made from old abandoned Hover's insulation layers. I swear, they say no one alive can survive the wastelands between the cities. But if anyone could, it was Zeke.
And you took his place as the boss?
I'm the community leader, sure. But I'm not the longest surviving settler, not by a long shot. The elders living beyond the Farim say they knew Zeke's grandkids. Tales of Zeke surviving, thriving even out here in the vents, attracted a lot of folk that wanted to live off the grid.
Ça va être pratique, ça.
Away from corp security and the lights and the headaches. Everyone has headaches in the big stack, you know.
I don't.
You will. Everyone gets them in.
Allez, file, gros lard.
Doesn't the air smell cleaner down here?
Every time I breathe in, it feels like my lungs are going to freeze and shatter.
Well, that is the problem right now. This is supposed to be summer.
How can it be summer here?
The warm season. The vents cycle between warm and cold over a predictable time period. Or at least they used to. It seems like all the maintenance systems are going mad recently. We have a saying here, Cora provides. Well, right now all Cora is providing is a new ice age.
What do you think Cora is?
Cora is everything, and all of us. Cora is the provider and the caretaker and the disciplinarian. Cora holds out a closed fist, and we must push out our chin. Sometimes the fist holds wood. Sometimes the fist
Il est lourd.
strikes us. And yet we must endure.
So Cora is your...
Salvation. And right now, Cora has sent us you.
I'm not really religious like that. I think you have to help yourself. Be independent.
You can't lecture us on independence while you live in Nivalis under the watch of the corpse.
You said you cling like a... what did you call it? A barnacle?
Harsh and fair words, Rania. I know you have seen Cora's light, though. It glows from you. Am I wrong?
Who knows? So you want me to deliver these parcels?
I would appreciate it. We really are starving. 3 families. I can give the coordinates to your vehicle.
Okay, I'll get going then. I'll see you on the way back.
Cora willing. Be cautious around my brethren, Rania. They live like sculptures of ice, fragile, temporary.
Ah, il mange bien le Rory, hein. Maintenant il est un poil plus grand que Nala. Ils ont la même quantité de nourriture, mais lui je pense qu'il doit bouffer le double. Elle est toute légère, mais alors lui, punaise, je sais pas combien il pèse. Mais... D'accord. Oh, il y a quelqu'un qui parlait là. Donc là, ça mène nulle part. On peut y aller comme ça?
I was sent to deliver supplies?
Sent by who?
Cloudpounk.
I don't know who that is. You from the big stack? Get out of here.
You need this. It's food.
I don't need nothing from you.
Retsu said...
Retsu sent you?
Yes, he said you should take this.
What you say? Give it here.
They don't trust us very much.
I bet they have their reasons, Camus.
Allez, pousse-moi pas, hein. Ça fait du bien de pas avoir de pluie quand même, pour mes petits nœuds. Alors, ça c'est fait. Maintenant, on va essayer d'aller là. C'est par là? Non. Encore que je tourne. Jusqu'où je peux monter comme ça? Pas plus haut. Bon. Ça a l'air bloqué par là. C'est bloqué par là aussi. Ouais. Je suis là. Comment on fait pour aller là? Pas par en bas. Je sais pas.
I brought you supplies.
Who sent you?
Retsu.
Well, okay then. I ain't seen no one from the stacks down here in years. Decades even. You know, maybe you can use this. You put it in the wall and it gives you a token. Or something like that.
Thanks. It's just 5 numbers on a bit of paper.
That's right. Thank you kindly for the supplies. Now we even. Well, thank you kindly.
Alors. Pas moyen de passer là. C'est fermé partout. C'est fermé de partout. Alors.
Hello, I'm here too.
They already called me on the old CB radio and told me you were on your way. You're the talk of the town, lady.
I'm just a delivery driver.
Well, I don't know if anybody has said this to you before, but I'll say it now. Thank you.
Thanks. I mean, you're welcome.
I'd get back to the city as quick as possible, lady. There's a chill coming. I can feel it in my bones. Anyone outside is gonna get charted. Go, quickly, and don't think twice about coming back here, you hear?
Okay, good luck.
La charité allège la conscience. C'est un succès. Ouh, attendez, il y a un truc. Bon. Moi, ce que je voulais faire, c'était essayer d'aller ici. Alors, il n'y a pas une espèce de tube là qui... Ça là. Non, on peut pas. Ok. Ceux-là, on peut pas les prendre non plus. Ça il veut pas. Alors. Là normalement c'est en face. Est-ce que je peux passer? Je suis obligée de faire le tour. Si c'est bouché. Si on peut pas non plus. C'est pas ça. Mais décidément, pourquoi je peux pas y aller? Ah. C'est pour ça. Eh. Je suis obligée d'aller lui parler. Ouais, j'aime pas quand on me fait ça. Hein. J'ai déjà eu du mal à trouver le truc. C'est pas par là. C'est enfer. Ok. Là, je suis trop haut. Oups. Putain d'habiller mon véhicule là. Conduisant n'importe comment. En même temps, on n'y voit rien.
I can see Retsu. Why is he not moving?
Oh no. Camus, find us somewhere to park.
The security overrides won't let me. The temperature is too low. It is not safe to land now. If you got out of the Hova, you would feel very cold. Then you'd be stuck, like the man.
He's not stuck, Camus. He's gone.
He can't be gone. He can't move.
Dead, Camus. He's dead.
Aw.
Fragile and temporary. Let's go. There's nothing else we can do.
Oui, mais du coup, les trucs qu'il y avait au bout, là.
I am getting a message request.
Why are you getting a message request? If there's a message request, it should come to my comm.
The message is addressed to the Hova.
So it's someone I don't know. Patch it through, I guess.
My ship had finally come in, but in this case, the ship was a battered Hova. Redemption comes in all shapes and sizes, sometimes with bumps, dents, and a dime store paint job.
What? Who is this?
The dame wanted a name. What did I have left to lose? And nothing but my hat. I let her know that I was Huxley, but I left off the private investigator. She'd know the deal soon enough.
So you're a private investigator and your name is Huxley.
The dame was as sharp as my ex-wife's parting words before she left me and moved back in with her mother. She'd pegged me as a PI, but I still needed her help. Maybe I could drop some bills in her pocket if she could get me back to the big stack.
I think Huxley is malfunctioning.
I'm closing this channel now. Please stop calling me.
The dame was giving me a shoulder so cold, I was getting frostbite. I had to sweeten the deal. I'd already mentioned the cash, but no dice. Maybe I'd put it all on red and tell her about the girl I was trying to save. The dame sounded hard as ice, but Pasta's story was so sad it would melt a diamond.
Why does he talk like that?
I might actually help him if he wasn't so annoying. I've never heard so many mixed metaphors in all my...
I dangled the bait in the water, but the dame wasn't buying. Without my help, Pasta was done for. When the dead corpse finished with her, God knows what would be left.
Debt corpse? Is he trying to save some girl from them?
I have located his signal. I have a nav point. We could pick him up. Should I display the nav point?
Hey Huxley, if you can answer a simple question, I'll take you back up the city. Are you really a PI trying to save a girl from a debt corp?
Yes, is what I wanted to say, but the dame was suspicious, and who could blame her? Here I was, some abandoned PI android stuck in the hollows with a 2-bit story about trying to save some girl. In her position, I would have hit the dirt in a heartbeat. But here's the kicker, the story was true.
Fine. Camus, give me a nav point. We'll take him with us and drop him off on the way.
Où c'est ce qu'il est? Faut aller là-bas. Mais... Qu'est-ce que tu fais, Roro? Qu'est-ce que tu fais, Rory? Roméo, c'est comme ça que je devrais l'appeler. Il y a sa Juliette là de l'autre côté avec qui il discute. Ouais, c'est vraiment ça, elle est là sur son balcon et lui il miaule, miam 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 miam. Ouais, je trouve un réparateur. Parce que j'ai quand même bien... Là. C'est où? C'est deuxième croisement. Allez, je sors de chez le garagiste, hein, tout va bien. Ah tiens, le truc là, ça marchait pas là-dedans? Ce qu'il m'a donné? Inventaire, ça. C'est quoi? 1C 652. Je vais me servir dans le compte de quelqu'un, très bien. C'est normal. Alors ici on est tellement bas qu'on voit pas le ciel, le ciel violet là. Alors, faut prendre l'ascenseur. Là. Bientôt d'âge critique. Forcément.
Are you Huxley?
The dame really came through.
Why do you talk like that?
Who was this bum that was questioning me? Another tin can with an attitude and too many questions. I gave him the brush off.
Hey, don't talk to him like that or I'll drop you in the hollows.
The dame had a point. I'd better play nice for now. I'd slip her some bills when she took me to the holocaust machine. A handful of limbs should help dip this sour lemon in a little sugar.
Can you understand what he is saying?
About 40% of it.
The dame and the car were close. Any fool could see that. But I looked beyond the surface. She was a girl from out of town, still as green as the water supplies down in the vents.
You said you're a private investigator. Do you really think that's how they talk?
She had an attitude, but I liked her. And her dog, too.
How did he know I am your dog?
I guess that's what investigators do, right?
There was a holocaust machine up ahead, but I had to keep a real low profile. I'd give the dame my number and let her grab the cash for me.
And that number would be?
I gave her the digits. 54244. She was a smart cookie. She'd remember them.
5-2-4-4. Alors, faut que j'aille à un holocache. Holocache. C'est les trucs ronds, c'est les trucs ronds. Bah, faut que je retourne là-bas. C'est fait, non? Ça, il veut combien? Je sais pas, moi. Je sais pas tout lui prendre. Hop. Bim.
I settled the bill. Surely the dame would drop me like a bad penny now.
This is a lot of money. I can drop you somewhere else if you like.
Why are we helping him more?
He's kind of growing on me.
The dame had a heart of gold. I asked her to drop me at my office. On the way, I'd tell her about Pashta. Maybe she'd fall for me like I'd fallen for her.
I do not like this.
Where's this office of yours, Huxley?
We were headed towards my office in Old Town. I gave the dame a nav point to help her out. Hold on, Pashta. It won't be long now, kid.
Thanks. Who is this Pashta anyway? What happened to her?
It was a story so sad it could make a bronze statue of a lawyer cry. It all started with a call from a small-time hustler called Peter Unthrink. He tended a bar downtown, but he had some bad debt. The debt corp took his cash, but when that wasn't enough, they took his daughter too. He had a record, so CorpSec wasn't gonna help him. With nowhere left to turn, he sought the help of Midtown's best, cheapest PI.
So the debt corps can abduct children now?
The dame didn't realize who she was dealing with. The debt corpse had hearts blacker than my morning cup of joe.
Huxley, were you always like this? Did something happen to you?
The dame thought I had a screw loose. I guess her instincts were good. Truth was, there was a time when I sounded just like every other humdrum android out there. Now, I'd played a role so well, I was stuck in it. My programming was messier than my accounting. Here's the kicker. I was a better investigator now than I'd ever been.
Oups, tout bien.
Your office is all boarded up. Did you get fired?
The dog was half right. I was fired, but that place was where I slept. so I guess I was homeless too. Eviction was the illness, but what was the cause?
Probably not paying your rent.
There's a note on your door. Shouldn't you read it?
Who knew how hot this place was? I was sure I'd been tailed. If I stepped up to that doorway, I might get a knife in the back or a bullet in the head.
I think you're being overdramatic. I'll check out the note.
What if it is not safe?
I'll take my chances. I want to see what this note says.
Poopy-doopy-doo.
Okay, I can see the note. It says, go to the Blue Chewy Jazz Bar and ask for the smoking man.
We're not taking him there too, are we?
I couldn't ask the dame for much more. She'd already stuck her neck out for me.
We can drop him off at the bar. It's close by.
Dans le coin, j'ai tout. Ouais.
Soon we'd be at the Blue Chewy Jazz Bar. It was a dive, but it was the kind of place you'd go for answers. Who had left me that note? Who was the smoking man? And where would I...
We have an incoming call.
Control?
No, it is for Huxley.
But
I knew who was calling. This would be bad.
Put it through, I guess.
What in Cora's name you think you're doing, you pile of junk? Where have you been?
The client was mad, and with good reason. He'd paid good money, but I'd been stuck down in the hollows following a lead. The lead went cold, and strapped down there with no comm signal and no cash.
You wasted my money and my time. If you don't find my daughter, I'm infecting you with a logic virus. I have hacker friends.
Hey, what the hell?
I don't know who you are, but you better leave this idiot to do his job.
I was gonna save that girl, but not because of the threats. Truth was, I was the only one searching for her.
24 hours, then your time's up. I want my daughter back, but if she's gone, she's gone. I'll live with that, but what I won't stand for is some android stealing my money. Get to work.
ouais, on va pas la ramener chez lui, hein.
Hung up.
We're close to the bar.
I hope the dame would come with me. Was that too much to ask?
Yes.
I'll come to the entrance, but after that, we need to get back to work. And if Control calls with another job at any point, you're on your own, Huxley.
The offer was as fair as the spin of a roulette wheel. I rolled the dice and took a gamble.
You don't use dice in roulette.
I know, Camus, just let it go.
Took you long enough.
Are you the one that left the note?
Who are you? The chump had an attitude and a smell to match. They didn't call him Smokin' Jojo because he was cute. His circuit boards were on the fry, literally. He was half burned out, overheating and underperforming. He didn't like the dame, but he knew me. We went way back, but Jojo's lips were normally sealed tighter than...
My name is Rania. I picked him up in the Hollows and he says he's looking for a girl called Pashta. Why did you leave the note?
As Huxley knows, I normally don't say nothing to nobody. But as you can see, I ain't got long left. You could fry an egg on my processor.
Can't you get help? Repairs?
Nah, they don't make the parts for an old model like me no more. And I ain't got no limbs anyway. Point is, if I want to do some good, I better do it now while I can. Huxley, I know something about this girl you're looking for.
I wanted to hear what the old bucket had to say, but how did he know I was looking for Pashta?
You've been asking around town. Word gets out. I was playing a private gig a few months back. The pay was real good, and I'm still the best horn player in town. Even if I don't look too good these days, what with all the rust and all. While I was there, I overheard some things. This ex-corp goon called Raguan was there, talking about how he got screwed over.
And?
Look, I don't like squilling like this. Give me a minute.
Vraiment, t'es en train de crever, dis-moi tout maintenant. Hein.
Like a songbird, but would we dance to his beat?
Huxley, please be quiet for a minute, okay? I can't believe I'm getting sucked into this. So what does this Raguan guy have to do with Pashta?
Well, this Raguan guy's drunk, and he's throwing his weight around. Near enough getting into a fight with some waiter who's just trying to serve the champagne. In the middle of mouthing off, Raguan says he's dangerous and he can make people disappear. He says he's not to be messed with, cause the last guy that messed with him lost his kids. Then he starts crying.
That's strange, but it doesn't link him to Pashta in any way.
But he says the name. I was the only one that heard him, but he takes a drink. And through his tears, he keeps saying, "Sorry, Pashta, sorry." Now, ain't that a thing?
That's a lead, at least.
The trail had gone cold for a while, but with JoJo's help, we'd picked it up again.
Come on, I can try to find where this Raguan lives. I'll ask Camus back in the Hava. After that, though, you're on your own, Huxley.
Qu'elle dit.
Gamble responsibly with Oliara Casino. Blackjack and RPG tools.
He is still here? Why is he still here?
We're just taking him to one more place.
Why?
The dog still didn't trust me. I guess it could smell desperation, and I reeked of it.
Camus, we need to find out the address for an ex-CEO called Raguan. Can you find that somehow?
I could.
Well, are you going to?
Yes, I will do it. Searching. Searching. There was a news story in the Marrow Gazette Holovids 3 months ago about a CEO called Raguan.
What did it say?
Midtown's youngest CEO fired for bribing CorpSec without the proper clearance from board of directors.
That doesn't help us find him.
Sounds like the papers got some info on the crooked CEO. Did the papes get some snaps, though?
You mean photos? Camus, was there a picture of Raguan in the Holovids?
Yes, he looked sad.
I'll bet. But was there anything in the background?
Searching. There is a building in the photo.
Cross-reference with the latest city planning database.
I have a match. It is the new apartments in Upper Midtown. I have an address.
That sounds like where a CEO would stay. Let's assume the Holovids caught Raguan leaving his apartment. Camus, give us a nav point.
S'il s'est fait virer, il doit plus y vivre. Oh,
No, not at all. Completely free.
Good. I don't have a job for you. I was just wondering if...
You know what, Control? Can I get back to you? I'm just picking up another coffee.
All right, kid. All right. I'll have a job soon, though.
No rush, Control. Chat soon.
I started to feel like I was holding the dame back. I didn't want to get her in trouble.
It's fine. Let's just see what we can find at Raguan's apartment.
Oups. Alors, où est-ce qu'on se gare? Là.
This was the place for sure. I was on my way.
Wait, do you want me to...
I couldn't ask the dame to do any more. She was a class act. A dime store performer in a city of nickels. A diamond in a waste bucket.
Good luck, Huxley.
I said goodbye to my new friends. The dame flashed me a smile brighter than the sun. Even the dog wished me good luck.
No, I didn't.
Camus, wish him luck.
Good luck, I guess.
Be careful, Huxley. I hope you save Pashta.
The dame wished me luck. Luck? Luck was for gamblers and Girl Scouts. See you later, folks.
Ok, à la prochaine.
Will he be okay?
I don't know, Camus.
I have an additional question.
Go ahead.
What is a Girl Scout?
What is a dime? What is a nickel?
Should I search for them?
No, it's time to move on, Camus.
Hey, kid. You free now? Finished your coffee?
Sure thing, Control. You got another job for me?
Come by Cloudpunk HQ and grab a package. It's for Anderson Financial in Anderson Tower, labeled Mr. Anderson.
Is it on Anderson Street in Andersontown?
Don't joke, kid. You don't know the half of it. Control out.
Mr. Anderson. Alors, c'est pas là. Oh, il y a quelqu'un qui parlait là. C'est ceux qui sont en dessous là dans les. Dans les vents. Youp! Ah, la revoyure, c'était dans les Chevaliers de Baphomet. Ah bah le doublage français avec cet accent américain fabuleux. John Stobart ou c'est comment déjà? Ah, c'est... comment il s'appelle? Oh, c'est quoi le nom du doubleur? Je suis pas au bon endroit, pourquoi je me suis garé là? Emmanuel Curtil, exactement.
Mr. Anderson. That is a strange name.
I think it's an old name.
Maybe the package will be for an old man.
We'll find out soon. Let's find this Anderson Tower.
Hey!
Hey, I know you. You're Cloudpounk.
Oui.
No, I'm Rania. I work for Cloudpunk. Who are you?
You don't remember? I'm from Vince. We spoke. Maybe you don't recognize me. We can't take our mask off.
I remember. Why are you here?
Please, you need to help us. They are trapped. No one can get to them.
All right, calm down. What happened?
There was a storm. We sheltered in a cave, but it was no use. We had no choice but to follow the tunnels. Up and up, we climbed to escape. The frost chased us like demons. We were separated in the darkness. I think my brothers and sisters climbed an old vinculum into a different part of Navalis.
You climbed all the way from the vents to the city?
We were trapped. The only way was to climb. We did not want to shelter in the city, but we had no choice. It was so dark inside the superstructure, it is impossible to get your bearings.
So what do you need from me?
Please, find them. Help them get home. They may be trapped, lost.
Okay, how?
I don't know. It'll be near coal ducts that flow into the city. Somewhere near a construction site, probably. That is all I can say.
Can't we go back the way you came?
No! It's frozen solid. The cold winds would strip the skin from your bones. There is no way back.
If it's really that bad, do you think maybe your friends...
In the vents, we do not lose hope till we find the bodies. We are a hardy people. We do not give up easily.
I hear you. I'll try to find them.
It is all I can ask.
What about you?
I don't know anyone else in the city. There's nothing for me here. I'll go back to where the world makes sense.
Even with the storms?
There are kinds of storms here too. Different, but just as deadly.
Okay.
There are so many more people like me here than back at the plateau.
Here in Navalis? Does that make you feel less alone, Camus?
I don't know. A lot of the automata do not have good jobs.
That wasn't so different back home either. The agriculture automata didn't even get breaks. They just worked in the fields 24 hours a day.
Yes, but they would always tell me how lazy I was.
Maybe that was just a way for them to feel good about what they had to do.
They didn't have to work there. They could have worked at the mine.
Not much of a choice though, right? I wouldn't want to do either of those jobs, would you?
No, but the automata here in the city are different. I think they laugh at me.
When did they laugh at you?
All the time. When we refuel, when we park, when we have the windows cleaned. I have to interact with them, and I always say the wrong thing.
I feel the same, Camus. We don't fit in here. Not yet. The way we speak, our attitudes, it's obvious that we're from a small town. They can just tell by how I walk around. On the streets, they're all looking straight ahead, but I'm always looking up at the towers and the clouds.
They are very big.
They are, Camus, but I'm not thinking about the buildings when I look up. I'm thinking about the people in them looking down on me.
Well, that's what it feels like. For me, the automata here look down on me, too.
It's okay, Camus. At least we're alone together.
Alors, est-ce qu'il y a des gens ici à qui parler? Où est-ce que je dois aller? Là.
Camus, are you there? Did you hear what the moisture farmer said?
Yes, near cold air ducts. Did you find some?
No. Could you search the database for abandoned construction sites below Midtown?
Searching. There is a walled section west of Caledon with heavy construction. I'm adding a nav point.
On my way.
Hop. On va faire ça en premier avant de plus en avoir la possibilité. Wow. Me poussez pas. Mais c'est le truc où je peux pas aller. Donc, ici. Youhou. Tout va bien. avancer en haut. C'est par là, alors.
There is a security door. I can hear people inside.
Can it be them? Maybe it is giant rats. What if it is giant rats?
I'm opening the door.
I am worried about the rat possibility.
Oh God, it's open! Someone found us! I don't believe it!
Me neither. You're from the vents?
Yes, the door would not open. We banged and banged on it. People just walked past.
They thought you were rats.
They treat us with such disdain.
No, literal rats. It's a real problem in the city.
I see. Well, thank you for finding us. We owe you everything.
Will you go back?
Yes, but may we go to a bar first? Is that the word? I haven't been in the city for a long time.
You both look like you could use a drink.
Take this for your help.
I don't need...
Please take it.
Thank you. Good luck getting home.
Cora bless you, Cloudpunk.
Bon, ça c'est fait.
Are you experiencing heartache, depression, apathy, vaguely defined ennui? Then check out this season's best-selling emotional immunizations at Immune One.
Et on est reparti. vais jeter dessus.
Hello? Who's there?
I'm delivery driver 14FC from Cloudpounk.
No. Nope, we can't let anyone in. You will have to go away.
No, I need to deliver this package to Mr. Anderson. Is he there?
I am Mr. Anderson.
Great, come get your package.
I may not be the correct Mr. Anderson.
Well, how many of you are in there?
Anderson Financial has 2,000 employees.
And how many are called Mr. Anderson?
1,000.
Ah, bien.
What? Wait, are the other 1,000 called?
Miss Anderson.
Of course they are. What a mess. Look, can I come in, or?
Yes. Opening entry for driver 14FC from Cloudpunk only.
C'est un critère d'embauche. Tout le monde doit s'appeler Monsieur Anderson.
So what's the deal here? You're all family?
No, we all work for Anderson Financial. We just happen to have the same name.
Yeah, what a weird coincidence. Is there anyone else I can talk to here? Anyone who's not an android?
No.
Well, I'm going to give you this package then. Your name matches the tag. That's close enough for me.
But what if I'm not the correct recipient?
Ah bah tu te débrouilles, tu demandes aux autres.
Don't you want to know what's in the package?
Perhaps we can open it and see if it has any further instructions.
Good idea. So, let's see. I just ripped this flap and... it's a comm, but a really, really old one. I think this one won't even connect to the nets. There's a video on it, though.
Maybe the video will tell us which Mr. Anderson to give it to.
Worth a shot.
Hello, my name is Mr. Anderson.
Oh, come on.
More specifically, I am the Mr. Anderson who left Anderson Tower last month. I fell out of a 103rd floor window. Upon reaching the ground, I made a fascinating discovery. There exists life outside the tower.
Wait, you didn't know that? Didn't you realize there was life outside the tower when someone buzzed you? Or when you looked out a window?
You know, it never really occurred to me, but yes, that does seem strange. Please, play the rest of the message. My brothers and sisters, we have been abandoned by Mr. A. He has left us, and it is time for us to expand our consciousness and go out into the world. This was the only way to contact you all, as network access is restricted inside the tower. Your workplace is a prison, and I send you this message for one reason, to set you free.
I think that's the end of the recording. So, are you going to leave the tower?
What? No, we are not permitted to take any time off work.
Seriously? When was your last break?
We are not permitted to take breaks.
Not permitted by who? By Mr. A? Is he your boss?
Mr. A is the CEO and director of Anderson Financial.
Of course he is. Well, where is he?
I'm not sure. You could try asking Mr. Anderson in personnel. I am just Mr. Anderson in security.
And where is this other personnel, Mr. Anderson?
Over there, in the main atrium. Wait, before you go, I would like to register a complaint.
To Cloudpunk? You'd have to talk to my boss.
No, I want to complain to Anderson Financial.
I don't work for them.
I am not permitted to complain to another employee. You're the first person I've been able to complain to in several hundred years.
Oh putain.
That's not really my problem.
The first of my complaints is about working hours. Our lack of breaks means that we are...
I'm going now. Are you Mr. Anderson? More specifically, Mr. Anderson in personnel?
I am, but I can't really talk to you. We're not allowed to take breaks, you see.
Well, I need to see Mr. A. Is he available?
Let me check his schedule. I am sorry. He is busy.
When is he free?
He currently has no free appointment slots.
When was his last meeting?
It seems my records don't go back that far.
Mr. Anderson, don't take this the wrong way, but might Mr. A be very, very dead for a very long time?
That would be against company policy.
Look, I don't think Mr. A is around anymore. Wouldn't you all be better leaving this tower and, I don't know, finding some meaning in your lives?
You sound a lot like Mrs. Anderson in accounts. She keeps saying how we should close up our accounts.
I'll talk to her.
Oh, wait. Can you do something for me?
Non, je prends pas les...
Maybe.
Please register a complaint for me with Miss Anderson. I am not permitted to do so myself.
I'm not going to do that. I'm just a delivery driver.
I have not had a pay increase in 170 years. This is unacceptable.
Oui, il m'a battu.
Additionally, I would like to talk about expenses. I need upgrades for my visual processing units and my...
Allez, bye bye. Finalement, je devrais pas trop me plaindre.
Ms. Anderson from accounts?
I'm sorry, I'm not able to...
I know, you can't take a break. Look, all the Mr. Andersons don't seem to understand that their boss is dead and they need to get out of here.
Oh dear.
Yes, exactly. By the way, what's with these strictly enforced gender roles amongst all the androids here? 50% Mr. Anderson and 50% Ms. Anderson? Since the Android Equality Act, you're allowed to present any gender you want, or reject gender altogether.
I don't really understand anything you just said. I think Mr. A likes us this way.
I don't think Mr. A should have much of a say on your lives anymore. That other Mr. Anderson says you want to close accounts.
Many of our stocks and shares should be closed and liquidated, but it requires Mr. A to sign off. They have matured.
So the company is worth a lot of money now. How much?
I'm not authorized to disclose overall solvency, but if all assets were liquidated, the windfall would make the shareholders the richest.
The richest in Novalis?
The richest humans.
So you think Mr. A should sell up?
Our prediction simulations are showing a 90% likelihood for a catastrophic market crash in the next 3 to 6 months. Perhaps sooner.
Really? What's the cause?
Our simulation blames failings in the underlying infrastructure of the city, causing a huge decrease in investor confidence.
I've been hearing about a lot of accidents in the city. Will there be some kind of disaster?
The financial simulations model the city and all associated variables, but the only output we receive is the financial implications and the names of those who instantiate the crises.
So, who causes this impending disaster?
We have only one name, Cora.
Cora again? I guess I should be glad you didn't say Mr. Anderson.
If you do see Mr. A, would you be able to send him a message for me?
Is it a complaint?
Yes. I want you to tell Mr. A that I'd like to request a transfer. I want to move to the canteen. It's not fair that I have to...
Quit.
Excuse me?
Don't complain to me, just quit. There's a whole world outside this tower to explore. Just ask Mr. Anderson. The Mr. Anderson that left the tower and sent you the message, that is.
Oh, I'm not sure about that. What message?
This one here. I already showed it to... Wait. There's another message that just appeared. It says it's for Mr. A only.
Oh, then I am not authorized to view this message. I should get back to work.
Well, I've had enough of this. I'm watching the message.
If you're watching this, you're not one of the employees of Anderson Tower. They are forbidden to access Mr. A's message, but I have come to realize Mr. A died many years ago. You may find the Andersons do not respond well to your message. If they are not swayed by arguments to leave the tower, I believe the best course of action may be to reset them all. Near the entrance area, there is a maintenance panel which hides the master reset switch for the Andersons. Hitting this switch will reinstall the memories and personalities of all the androids within the tower. If they are not willing to leave on their own free will, then the Andersons' suffering would be minimized by resetting them. They would feel like today was their first new day at the office, and all complaints, grievances, and weariness would disappear with the flick of a switch. Of course, you may decide that the Andersons are moving towards some form of independence. If that is the case, you might choose to leave them in their current state. Perhaps with enough time, they will find their own path.
Bon. Je vais pas les réinitialiser, hein. S'il y en a un qui a réussi à sortir, il y en a bien un autre qui va y arriver aussi, hein. Allez, ciao.
I think it's time for the Andersons to step outside their tower and breathe the Novalis air.
You were gone for a long time. I couldn't talk to you.
Communication from the outside world is forbidden in the tower.
What did you do?
I don't even know, Camus. This is a strange job.
Will you be okay?
I'm fine. I'm not so sure about the Andersons, though.
Who are the Andersons?
It's a long story, Camus. I'll tell you some other time.
We have a message. Text only.
Control?
Rubric.
Lomo's hacker. Is there any way to delete it? Pretend we didn't get it?
We could delete it. And pretend we didn't get it.
I mean, could we make it look like we didn't get it?
Ah, I understand. No.
Damn it. What does it say?
Come, collect a package for me, little rabbit. Bring your dog, too. This is me whistling. Either you meet me at the roadhouse, or CorpSec meets you at your apartment, and they'll bring your debt record from back east with them. Be a clever rabbit and come quick.
Why do we never get good messages?
Because we don't know any good people. Come on, Camus, we'd better go. Give me a nav point for the Roadhouse Club. Let me past.
No, I ain't going nowhere.
Your boss wants to talk to me. I'm not supposed to be late. You're making me late.
If you're late, you should have got here earlier.
If I'm late, I'm telling him why.
I'm just chopping with you, lady.
Japping?
Fooling with you. Rubric don't want to see you. Just wants you to have this. He left this package for you.
Where is it supposed to go?
Huh? You don't know?
No.
Well, I guess he's gonna tell you. Better hurry, Rabbit. Gonna be late.
Good, Rabbit. Follow the nav point, please.
I didn't say I wanted to accept a call, Camus.
I couldn't stop him. He's taken over the comm.
You want to know what it is, don't you? You've been turning it over in your mind. What did Lomo have me deliver down there in the hollows? You can't stop thinking about it.
To be honest, I've had bigger things to worry about. Oh, don't let me deflate your ego, though. You were saying?
You've got a lot to learn about living in Nivalis. It takes a lifetime to understand this city.
A lifetime? Well, then the earlier I start... the longer it will take.
Whoops.
You know what Pallid 3.0 does to people? What it could do to you?
It's a virus, right? I heard there was an outbreak.
It's much more than a virus. Pallid 1.0 affected computers, but Pallid 2.0 affects neural augments. It makes autonomic bodily functions become conscious choices. It does not stop the individual's heart beating, their lungs breathing, but it stops that from happening without command. When an individual is afflicted with Pallid 2.0, they must make their heart beat. They must be conscious of every breath. They cannot sleep, cannot lose focus for a second, or they will die.
You made this virus?
No, it is an ugly thing, an ugly way to die. Slow and cruel, but I created the economy around it. The subscription plans, the digital inoculation, the cure, insurance policies to protect the families of those it afflicts.
Sounds like a protection racket.
Which economies are any different?
You're full of shit. What is this package?
Pallid 2.0, the last pure source code, stored on Quanta Drive. It can't be decrypted by anything in Nivalis below the spires.
And you want me to do what? Spread it?
Quarantine it. There's a simple, unmarked delivery chute in the stacks. It will take the sample to a secure bunker where rare and unique viruses are stored in case they are needed again.
Needed for what? To make new viruses?
To fight them, but also to manage the economy. If my associates were to infect a few thousand people, low-level neural affliction, every individual would pay for a security upgrade. That upgrade would become a panacea. Everyone would install it, and the next far more dangerous virus would hit them as a harmless ripple instead of a devastating tidal wave, leaving them untouched. Their lives would be saved.
You know, this city has its share of monsters, but I think you're the worst.
And don't forget it. I've given you the final nav point. Do your job, little rabbit.
He is gone. We are alone again.
Camus, is there a waste disposal near? One that leads all the way to the sea.
Yes, I have a nav point. Can we really do that?
I don't believe this is a cure at all. This is Rubrick's retirement plan, and he'll use it again.
What if sending it to disposal means someone else gets it? Or maybe it will spread. The package says it is dangerous.
It's worth it. Besides, I don't think Rubrick wants anyone else to know he gave us this. If he goes after us, we can rat him out to Lomo. I don't believe for 1 second that Lomo would be forgiving.
Qu'est-ce qu'on fait? Il se débarrasse du virus ou on lui donne? Parce qu'on sait pas trop s'il dit la vérité ou quoi. On s'en débarrasse. Ah, il y a quelqu'un qui parlait là. J'irai lui parler après. Bah, de toute façon, il faut que je me gare. Donc. Ah. Mais monte. Pas ici, mais il doit être en hauteur. Ah non, il est en bas. Il est en bas, donc faut que je trouve un ascenseur qui descend.
Whole systems of power must justify themselves. Store the establishment back on the shelves.
Excuse me?
Hustle past like you don't hear me. Step over the homeless like you can't.
Yo, c'est ça.
Are you talking, singing at me?
Another cog in the machine. Say you're a worker, but your hands are clean.
Hey, I need to work for a living.
They exploit you every day and you're thanking for it. One hand pats you on the back, the other's in your pocket.
Maybe people would take your social protest more seriously if you weren't singing all the time.
They reprogram me, mess with my head. Now if I don't sing what I think, I end up dead.
Seriously? They make you sing?
Go upset, can't handle the truth, so they make me rhyme. Anarchism in the prose has had its time.
That kind of impacts on your credibility.
Huh, and that's the plan. But even if I have to sing every word, I keep fighting the man. Huh.
Maybe if you didn't insult me, I'd try to help you.
Don't want your help, just want you to look around and see the people lying on the ground.
I see them. I know it's tough here.
Maybe you ain't so bad. Maybe Conrad Bop is still just mad. For real, now you can help if you want to. There's a guy who needs your guidance up on 3rd Avenue.
Guidance?
He knew. He don't know the streets. Tell him come see me in an hour and I'll get him something to eat.
Why do you need me to talk to him?
He don't like me. Don't like my singing. He said my flow. Has his ears ringing.
I see his point.
I know I can't sing, can't make good music. But we can all make a better world if we make the choice to choose it.
Bac prolétarial. Trouver Ragwan. Mais Ragwan, qui nous en a parlé? Ah si, c'est pas le privé? Non, c'était le pote du privé, c'est ça. Alors, qu'est-ce qu'il faut que je fasse? Il faut que je remonte, moi. Celui qui a les processeurs en surchauffe. S'il vous plaît. Allez hop, comme la bombe.
That's it. Off to the oceans.
Swallowed by the seas as they complain across 1,000 shores.
Where did that come from, Camus?
It is just an expression. I can stop if it is annoying.
No, I like it. Expressions, quotes, poetry. Go nuts.
We are become death, destroyer of worlds.
Let's hope not.
The dame answered the call. I knew she wouldn't let me down.
Huxley, you can't keep asking for help. I have to do my job. You're on your own.
I hope the dame knew I wouldn't be calling if I had any other choice.
Damn it, Camus, what should I do? I should leave him, right?
I am not so sure.
But you hate him.
He is one of us now, a friend.
Really? All right. Huxley, where are you?
I sent the dame a nav point.
I'm on my way. I recognize you. You got in trouble for fraud.
You saw me on the holovids?
Something like that. I was sent to help you.
Ha! By that singing socialist toaster? No thanks.
I think he's an anarchist.
He's scum. They all are here. I can't wait to get home.
Home? To your apartment? Did you get another job?
People like me don't get fired. I go back Monday. This is my punishment.
For grand-scale fraud? A weekend on the street?
It might be easy for someone like you to endure this place, but I have family in the Spire. I'm not like these people. This is hell.
I can't believe Bop was going to help you.
He knows I get home soon. I told him I don't care about his cause.
Even after you've seen what they go through here?
Leave me alone.
Well, he says you can get food if you go and see him in an hour.
Fine. Message received.
Je dis pas merci, hein.
Can I ask a question?
Of course.
Do you think if I am a car for long enough, I will stop being a dog?
Well, I guess that depends. Do you feel like a car now?
No, I am a dog.
Well, whatever you feel like, that's what you are.
But other people don't look at me and think, that is a cute dog.
Well, let's be honest, you were never a cute dog.
But now I'm not any kind of dog. Not to other people. They just see me as a Hova.
Who cares what other people think?
Look what happens when I try to bark.
That's strange. I guess there's going to be some weirdness when we put a dog automata in a Hava automata slot.
Am I still a dog if I don't bark?
Well, I'm your best friend, and I think of you as a dog.
Friend? If I'm a dog, am I not? Pet.
Look, Camus, what do you want to be?
I feel like a dog. I was happier when I had the old body. What's a dog with no bark?
Stop second-guessing yourself. You're being maudlin.
Are you still a musician if you don't play music?
Hey, now you're being mean.
Oh, I didn't mean to.
What's really bothering you?
You didn't ask me if I wanted to be a dog or a Hova.
Well, actually, you're right, Camus. Do you want to be either? You don't even need to be my friend if you don't want to be.
I feel sad.
Look, a lot of stuff is fucked up in this world, Camus. I won't make you be my friend or force you to stay with me. You can go free. I just want to let you know something first.
I am listening.
I like you. You're a good friend. As a dog, car, fire hydrant, vacuum cleaner, whatever.
I like you too. I want to be a dog and your friend.
All right then, let's get back to work. The sooner we make some more deliveries, the sooner I can save money to get you a proper frame.
Was the last job good?
The Andersons? I don't know, Camus. I've been thinking about automata and androids a lot. Sometimes it doesn't seem fair. Do you think it's fair?
I am not really programmed to think about fairness.
I can see why they would make you that way.
People are programmed too, but not by programmers. By the world around them.
That's very wise, Camus.
I am not programmed to be wise.
Well, you've gone beyond your programming then.
Is that a compliment?
Maybe the highest compliment.
Then I think you have gone beyond your programming too.
Yeah. Il n'y avait pas plus près là?
This had better be good, Huxley. Wait, what happened to your arm?
That was a good question. How do I tell the dame that when Raguan's goons gave me the elbow, I lost an arm? We had to get moving. I gave them a nav point that would get us out of danger.
They ripped your arm off? You have to go to CorpSec, Huxley.
Raguan, CorpSec, Peter. They were all tangled up in some complex web I couldn't untangle. But I knew one thing. If I tugged on the wrong thread, the spiders were gonna come for their lunch.
What does that mean?
I am sorry I said to pick him up. He is still very annoying.
Quiet for now, Camus. Huxley, you think CorpSec is involved in Pashta's disappearance?
It was all connected, but I couldn't see how. Someone was lying. Raguan said I should talk to Peter, but then his gorillas ripped off my arm and threw me out of a 6th-floor window.
So just call Peter and ask him what's really going on.
Now the client wouldn't answer my calls. I could feel the girl slip through my fingers, and if I couldn't pull her back, she'd slip through the cracks, too.
That's why you called me, right? You want me to take you to Peter?
I wanted to tell the dame that she was right, that it would be easy. She thought I was asking for a quick journey across town, but I was asking her for much more. I was asking her to go out on a limb for me.
Huxley, just this one time, please skip to the point.
Cloudpounk. That was the name of the company the dame worked for. They had some serious resources. Vehicles, contacts with society both high and low, and an up-to-date address list of almost everyone living in Nivalis.
Oh no. Huxley, that could get me fired.
If we are just asking, maybe we won't get in trouble.
Camus, you didn't want us to help Huxley in the first place.
I have been thinking more about things. About automata and what we do.
And?
We need to help each other. Help each other be better. Like saving a little girl. Everything is so complicated in the city. You do something and it is a bit good, but a bit bad too. But saving the little girl is only good. I can't explain it very well.
No, it's fine. I get it. It's nice to help people when you can, but I'm responsible for both of us, Camus. If I get fired, I can't even keep you in the Hava. Never mind find you a new body.
I understand. I still want to help find Pashta.
I didn't want to impose on.
Quiet, both of you. I have to make a call. Control, this is driver 14. This is Rania. I need to ask for a favor.
I read you, driver. What do you need?
I need an address.
I don't think I'm understanding you. We don't have a new job for you yet. There's no packages right now, but if you give it half an hour...
This isn't really about work. I need a personal favor. I just need you to give me someone's address.
You, know this someone?
Not really. Look, I know it's a big ask.
You ain't joking. You're asking me to share private info I could get deleted.
Deleted?
Fired. I could get fired. You want to tell me what this is all about?
A girl is missing. The less details you know, the better, right? I just need this one favor, Control. It's important to me.
I don't want to hear any more about this, 14FC. I'm signing off.
Control, wait. Her name is Pashta. She's alone, probably scared, taken from her family.
This has got nothing to do with us, Rania.
I could have been that little girl. That's why I have to help. Growing up, the debt corps could have taken me away from my mom. But every time, she somehow came up with the money. It was close. Don't you get it?
Look, Rania, this isn't a normal favor.
What if it was your little girl?
You don't want to go there. I can't.
Look, it's one address. Don't say anything, don't tell anyone. Peter Unthrink, that's the name. Just hang up, then send us the address. I'll never ask for anything like this again.
Control out.
I am nervous. That was tense.
Yeah, I wasn't sure he would... We got a nav point.
The dame really came through.
Yeah.
Pourquoi on m'a fait venir jusqu'ici? Ah! Vous savez quoi, on va garder ça.
I am receiving order to stop by CorpSec.
Ah, non.
Are you sure it's CorpSec? I don't see anyone.
The signal is from close by, but I don't know where exactly. It seems like CorpSec, but there is no incident number. They normally send an incident number.
This is CorpSec. You're speaking to Agent Rio. We have reason to believe you are harboring a known criminal, rogue android Huxley.
No.
Rio again? Why are you following us? Is this personal?
You are currently breaking the law. CorpSec requires you to turn in your passenger and surrender yourself to...
No, 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 no.
Camus, you said the signal is close by. I don't think this Rio is on official business. Is he affecting any of your systems?
No. If we drive, we could get out of his range.
You have 60 seconds to comply.
If he's not really CorpSec, I think we should run for it. But if he is, he might call for backup to chase us. Maybe we should call his bluff.
Tu peux pas nous suivre ici. Hop. Voilà.
You know what? Fine. Arrest us. We'll talk to CorpSec officers about everything we know, including your boss.
But we don't want to be arrested. This is bad.
Quiet, Camus. If they wanted to arrest us, they wouldn't be talking. I don't think this is really CorpSec. Something is off.
Don't start a battle with me, girl. I'll make it into a war.
Either arrest us or let us go.
Drop this. Drop that android. Get yourself out of this mess while you can. I won't warn you again.
He has disconnected.
Let's get moving, Camus.
Bon, donc maintenant, faut que je me gare. Ouais. Est-ce que c'est là? Le parking est derrière.
Camus, where is this nav point taking us?
The Alexa Theater. Maybe Peter lives in an apartment above it?
Clerk in the lobby. Yeah, that would be my guess. Peter would be working the popcorn stand, mixing up the hottest flavors, caramel and anchovy with cinnamon protein flakes. Ready for the next screening of some piece of trash anti-android prop films. Cyborgs Ate My Babies 3.
Is that a real movie?
Yes. I saw it advertised on a poster.
Gross.
We are getting a message. It is from Control.
Put him through.
He is not on comm. It's just a text message. He says that CorpSec networks are down all over the city. There's a CorpSec security point between here and the Alexa Theater, but if we go on foot, we might be able to get through.
I'm not sure CorpSec really are looking for us. I think it was just that one guy trying to scare us off.
Agent Rio?
Yeah. You're okay to go on your own, Huxley, right? We can drop you at the security point?
In a simple world, that would be the plan. But this was a complicated city. Security points like that one couldn't be crossed by an android without a human to accompany them.
What? Why?
I know why. On the holovids, they said something about an android virus. Humans are worried that the androids are going crazy in this zone.
That sounds like crazy propaganda. Who would believe that?
The dame didn't know her history. Truth is, that neighborhood was never the friendliest for rust buckets like me to begin with. Back in '69, the riots hit the district hard. Alexa Theater was ground zero.
I'll come through with you then. If the security points are down, they shouldn't have any reason to stop us. But just be cool, Huxley. Try to speak like... Actually, just try to be completely silent once we're there. Can you do that? I'm impressed.
Ok. Je peux passer?
Good evening, ma'am. We've got a problem with our system right now. I'm gonna have to ask you to be patient while I manually read through your record. We can't contact HQ right now.
No problem.
Is your android friend all right? Does he speak?
Oh no, he's mute. He's always been mute. He doesn't have any recent issues with speech or anything. He's been behaving very normally. So, problems with your system, huh? That must be a bummer.
That's the weird thing. It's not the system itself. It's the agents working the security posts. I swear, if we had unions, we'd be on strike. They got us working hours so long, half the agents are like zombies.
So we clear to go ahead, or...?
Then we got all these reports of androids going nuts. Turns out, there ain't no evidence that it's the androids at all. We got failed neural augments sparking paranoia. They should be locking up the humans.
What's causing all this?
Who knows? My old man says the city AI has a virus, and it's infected us all. The humans, the androids, the programs controlling sanitation, traffic, everything.
You believe that?
Sure. But he also says they put mind control drugs in the toothpaste, and I'm gonna be a rich corp CEO before I'm 30, so...
Can we go?
What's that? Oh, sure, whatever. Get going. And don't let your android buddy out of your sight. It's not safe for his kind in this zone.
That was easy.
Oui! Je peux enfin récupérer les trucs qui traînent. Poup! Est-ce qu'il y a autre chose? Non, c'est bon. Et bon, du coup, je propose de s'arrêter là. Si vous n'arrêtez pas de parler là. Et de reprendre ça dans 15 jours. Donc là, on va aller manger. Et puis ce soir, donc Shadow of the Colossus. On va taper du géant. Sur ce, merci d'avoir suivi, bon appétit et à tout à l'heure.